Hello, Aries. Welcome to your November reading. We're going to get into it to see what you need to know, to see what Spirit wants you to know for the month of November. Okay? Be sure to go with your intuition first before anything else. Even if you respect and admire what I say, I want you to go with your own intuition first. Don't bring anything into your life that does not belong, you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe, okay? To continue to catch the vibe. Interestingly enough, the success card is a part of the combination of cards that I have like in this deck right here. Some of them are actions and answers, and some of them are some of them are motives and intentions. And it's funny because as I was doing all of the earth sign readings, this little bad boy was stuck hidden in the card holder that I have, and it's the success card. So I don't know if you have strong earth placements in your chart, or if maybe there's some type of association with that. I'm not sure, but it's very strange that this one card was being hidden from earth signs. That may be something that you guys need to know, or that the fire signs and air signs need to know, because I've already done the water signs and earth signs. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. It's just very interesting. Anyway, anything you need to know is going to be below in the description box. You guys be sure to check it out if you want to check out my services. I offer more than just personal readings. I have a weekly newsletter. I have a service where I can pray for you if you need support in your prayers. I have also a pen pal service where you can consult with me. Not really consult. It's more so like the old school pen pal, where you can talk to me if you got something on your chest, you need to get it off your chest. I just have a lot that you guys may benefit from. So be sure to check that out in the link below. Okay. But let's see for you, Aries, what Spirit wants you to know for the month of November. Okay. Let me do it again. Let me split the deck again. You know, little OCD, but that's okay. That's part of the process. Spirit, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration, Father, Mother, God, for Aries in November. What do you need them to know? Oh, I'm also filming this Sunday, November 2nd, 7:10 p.m. Creativity. Wow. I think Capricorn just got this. We have children. Interesting. And celebration. Okay. So some of you guys, Aries, were very talented and creative children. All right. And you may be channeling your childlike spirit to create something that you'll be celebrated for. Some of you have children who are very talented and creative, and they are being celebrated, or you're celebrating them for their accomplishments, okay? There's some type of celebration coming up in the near future that you guys can be proud of, or that you will enjoy, all right? When it comes to how things are going to be playing out in your life, there could be a significance on art. There could be some type of significance on children's art, or like maybe you're writing a children's book, or your creativity is focused towards children and maybe igniting or inspiring their creativity through the creativity that you have. Okay. So let's see. What else, Spirit, for Aries in November? What do they need to know for Aries? Oh. Okay, hold on now. Let's slow down. All right. So this glow up card says new opportunities, new career, successful business, but it came out in reverse. Narcissist says egotistical, opportunist, and fragile. And we also have boundaries, disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Some of you have a person who has narcissistic tendencies, which honestly we all have. Okay. So at times in certain communities, the emphasis that's put on quote unquote narcissism is overinflated. All right. Let's be logical. Let's be objective. Let's keep that in mind. Okay. Everybody's not necessarily a narcissist. And I'm not a doctor, lawyer, or psychologist. That disclaimer is also below in the description box. But it's like, we all have to understand that everyone has narcissistic tendencies. Okay. We have a natural instinct of self-preservation, which could be linked or associated with some narcissistic tendencies. Sometimes your ego and your pride are what saves you from negative situations. And it kind of feels like you guys could be labeled that way because of your opinions, because of your boundaries, because of your point of view, by people who don't want to see you shine, who may want to dim your light. There's a ring light on this card. This could be a situation where, you know, you are very successful and someone thinks that it's gone to your head. Okay. Someone who has a very fragile ego, who thinks everything is about them, who may believe that, you know, you're not doing the right thing or that you're doing things for the wrong reasons, may feel like you don't deserve some type of success that you have, or that you don't deserve to be in the position that you're in. Some of you guys are tapping into a fuller, more expanded version of your creativity, and it's got someone possibly feeling threatened, okay? And I feel like they're crossing a line that's a bit inappropriate, okay, when it comes to the month of November. You may have to set some stronger boundaries. Okay, what else for Aries, Spirit? Oh my goodness. Listen, I'm tired. I'm not actually sleepy. I'm just exhausted of this card. Taurus got this card, and also I think Capricorn got this card. It's adjudication. This could be a legal issue. This could be somebody trying to silence you with contracts or NDAs or something in court. There's a decision that's being made regarding some type of, I guess, shadow that's been cast on a person here. This could be intellectual property. This could be somebody attempting to take control or take ownership of something that belongs to you. Okay. Now, children don't belong to us. They're with us for a time and we help them to grow, but they don't belong to us. There could be someone who's using children as a commodity to bargain, or using children as a commodity to control a person, as if they own or control those children. Whoever has control of the children, or who has legal ownership or rights to the children, custodial parents, I guess you would say, have some type of control over that child's creativity. This may have been what happened in your life. Some of you may have a parent who protected you from your other parent. If your other parent wanted to use you, use your gifts, your abilities, and your talents for their own benefit, you may have had a parent who used you in that way, and they blocked your loving parent from protecting you. But I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but it's giving that type of vibe. We have child again at the bottom. Adjudication is card number 30, and 18 is the child card, which could be a 9. Then you also have main female, which is a 2. So I feel like there could be a decision made in favor of the mother in a situation where custody or children is involved. All right. I have to stress that I am not a lawyer and I'm not liable for the decisions that you make in your personal situations, but that's what it kind of feels like. There's innocence here. There's novelty, right? The things that we saw that were really big when we were kids, that once we grow up, we, kind of scale them down to size, and they're not as big as they were. This is imagination. This is creativity. This is innocence. This is naivety. It's all of the things that encompass childhood. This could be childhood trauma. This could be you experiencing divorce at a very young age. Maybe you had a sibling who experienced this with you, or you wish you had a sibling to, not so much go through problems with, but at least have some type of, support to lean on if your parents were in a nasty divorce. This could be you and your baby mom, baby dad, ex-husband, ex-wife, and there could be court issues going on. But I feel like there's something here that's going to be basically ruled in the feminine energy's favor, the woman's favor, the mother's favor. And I feel like somebody could be being blocked legally from exhibiting some type of narcissistic behavior or traits against the person who is taking care of their children or the person who has custody of their children. We have collaboration that flew out along with be intentional. So you guys are being urged, okay, by spirit to be very intentional about like who you collaborate with, how much you collaborate with people, how much you share with people, who you allow in your sacred space around your kids. All right. Quality time says attentive, chivalrous, getting to know you, putting in effort, deep connection, and let go. I don't know. Who else got the quality time card? It might have been Capricorn. It might have been Taurus. I feel like it was an earth sign. This could be someone who wants to spend quality time with children. Like this could be a parent who's really focused on spending quality time with their kid, enriching their kid with creative activities, helping them to, enhance their skills. And they know that like this time is very important. So quality time may not be like what we usually think of it as. Quality time could be like your formative years. The time from birth to 7 years old, where a lot of your habits and behaviors are formed, where, people, places, and things and experiences have a much bigger impact on you. Okay, those are the years that are very important in a child's life. Those younger years that kind of mold them into the person who they're going to be as an adult. Now, that could be what this is about. If you don't have children, this is about your childhood and those formative years. And I feel like you're coming to the end of a cycle in your life that I feel like you had to go through, that you were meant to go through, and it's leading you to the next phase, okay? So they're wanting you to be very intentional. And if you do have children, I'm a mom, so I understand. You got to be careful about who you allow to imprint on your kids, whether they're in your womb or whether they're already born. You don't want to be spending quality time with someone who is going to be a negative influence in your child's life. Because there needs to be boundaries set. Like, I know a lot of these young moms. I was a young mom. I have not been a perfect mom. No one is a perfect mom or a perfect dad. No one is a perfect parent. So let's not sit here and act crazy and act ignorant and act stupid, right? Those of you who are on my level, and I'm not saying I'm above or below anybody, but those of you who are vibing with what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying. And more than likely, you may have a lot of years of experience as a parent, or your kids are grown, and you can look back on times in your parenting life with your children where you had to learn that it was very important for you to be very cautious and critical of who you allow around your children. That is a fact. So there's something here about that where maybe your parents allowed you to have influences that were improper or inappropriate, or you're being warned or advised that you need to be very careful about that now, because there's a lot of folks that are roaming around doing what they want to do and doing crazy things. Okay? And it could just literally be their classmates. You never know. What is this message for Aries? Good Lord. The Star. So there could be a lot of healing going on right now. You could be dealing with an Aquarius or have strong Aquarius placements in your chart. A lot of you guys are manifesting from the ethers, from the universe, and bringing that power down to earth, pouring it into whatever you're focusing on most and paying attention to most. And that may be raising your kids. That may be a passion project or something creative that you've wanted to do since you were really young. But this is very innovative energy. This is influential energy. This is ideas. This is new creations that no one's ever thought of before. This is a star shining really brightly, not a star that was created by man, but a star that was created by God. This may be you. This may be your children. There's a lot of healing going on. Okay. And whatever decision that was made that I feel like kind of dimmed your light when you were young, you're starting to heal from it now. Ooh, the Hierophant, Taurus or Libra energy. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So some of you guys are very much so committed to healing, like the things that happened to you when you were raised, like how your upbringing was. You're very committed to healing that pain or to healing those wounds that you've experienced from your childhood. I feel like you're consistent when it comes to your healing practices. You've been keeping it up for quite some time. And I feel like you're learning how to make peace with what's possibly happened to you or what's possibly happened to you and your children. Like you and your children may have gone through something really difficult because you may have had a marriage that was really toxic, or you went through a really messy divorce. And it's like, not only are you healing, but also your children are healing. So it's like you guys have to give each other grace. Sometimes kids don't understand, but they will. Okay, what's the star for Aries? The moon? Oh, this major arcana, child. Somebody is secretly like focusing on you really heavily. Okay, Two of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. You're on point about something. You may not have the documentation or the evidence or the receipts to prove what you think or how you feel, but you are on point when it comes to some type of information that is being kept from you, secrets that are being kept from you, something that's being hidden from you, maybe something that your mother hid from you, something that your parents hid from you, or something that you don't know as a mother or as a parent. You're on point. I don't know what that means or if it's positive or negative, but you are on point. And there's this like commitment that I feel like you're making to bringing some type of healing to yourself or to your child regarding what you suspect may have taken place. This is hard. This is hard. Oh my God. This could be some type of trauma that you've inherited from your mother. Maybe there was, trauma when you were in the womb or something. I feel like you don't know something though. I feel like what you don't know kind of scares you or makes you afraid. Or what you can't predict, what you can't see could make you afraid. Queen of Swords. Cancer, Aquarius. Taurus, Libra. I want to say Virgo as well. Gemini. Man, there's information that someone has. Queen of Cups. Strength card, Leo energy. There's a feminine energy who has some type of information that I feel they could be keeping secret from you, or you could feel as a mother specifically, or as a feminine energy, that someone is holding something back. They're not telling you the full story in a situation. But you feel like you know what someone isn't saying. It's like you're reading in between the lines and you know what they're not saying. And I feel like you're committed to healing whatever pain that they've acquired or inherited from this experience that scared them a lot. You may know that someone is afraid to talk about something, or they may be attempting to be strong in a situation, or that's what you could be doing as well. Ooh, some of y'all have a mother who's keeping secrets, right? Some of y'all have a mother who's keeping secrets, or you as a mother know that someone is keeping a really, I feel like, big secret from you. I haven't done this for any other sign, but I feel like, what's this moon card? The King of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, more than likely Cancer, masculine energy. Ace of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Twos are significant. February, so this could be an Aquarius born in February, a Pisces born in February, a Cancer, Two of Cups. It's not the Two of Cups, but it's the Ace and the King. That's 2 cups. Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Swords came out at the bottom of the deck with the Moon card, along with, I think, the Queen of Pentacles, if I'm not mistaken, child. Yeah. I feel like someone knows that your child is gifted. There could be some type of person who's searching for like gifted children or really blessed, anointed children who have a strong and powerful destiny. And they're like hiding behind like a curtain or something. They're hidden. They're kind of like lurking in the shadows. But you can sense something is going on underneath the surface. Or you feel like something is going on underneath the surface with your child. That they're trying to rationalize something or understand something. This could be how you felt when you were young. Okay? Somebody knows what's going on, though. What's hidden from Aries? 3 of Swords. Some type of pain. Sadness. Disappointment. A lie. Possibly. That someone has told. Oh my God. The Ace of Cups. And the King of Pentacles. So it's like the masculine energy is showing up. The feminine energy is showing up. It feels like there's a fight. On the adjudication card, you have a man and a woman on the card. There could be a child who's being asked to make a decision. Maybe about custody, where they want to live, which parent they want to live with. Someone is definitely feeling hurt, though. Disappointed. In pain. About a situation. Their emotions are kind of like spilling over or overflowing about a masculine energy. What is this 3 of Swords? Queen of Wands, now the final queen. We've seen all 4. The Magician and the 2 of Cups. I told y'all. So there's somebody who's doing something behind the scenes. They're taking action. They're using tools, resources that they have undercover, behind the scenes, in a shrouded manner to kind of like manipulate the conversation about this feminine energy or confuse this feminine energy, confuse others about this feminine energy, distort how this feminine energy appears. This could also be the feminine energy doing this because your situation could be different from the next person who's watching. Okay. I also feel like someone is mustering up the courage and the confidence to do something about a secret that they've been keeping. And it feels like they want to express it. It feels like someone is trying to find the confidence to tell you about something very disappointing that has happened to them, or pain that they feel about a situation, or something that they may have lied to you about. Okay? Gemini energy, Aries energy with the Magician, possibly Scorpio, maybe Aquarius. If you're a fire sign feminine, if you're you're an Aries, but if you're an Aries woman specifically, There's someone who's trying to manipulate communication, or they're trying to set up some type of meeting with you to get you to feel something for them. And I feel like they are doing this because they want to cause some type of pain. I don't know. Someone could be using a fire sign feminine to set someone else up. I know it seems dramatic, but at the core of whatever this is, it's like this energy that I feel like you guys can sense what's going on, but you don't have proof. Like, if you had to go up in court and in front of a judge or a magistrate and tell someone, like even a caseworker, right? And tell someone, hey, this is what's going on. They probably would think you're crazy, or they probably wouldn't believe you, because that's how someone has set up this situation. You could really be dealing with somebody narcissistic. But again, I can't diagnose anyone. Seek medical attention or professionals. That's what it feels like to me. It's like someone is behind the scenes orchestrating things and manipulating situations and scenarios to make a person look crazy because there's no proof of it, but it's something that's like happening. A child could testify to what's going on and say something that incriminates the person who's manipulating the situation. Also, a child could be being manipulated into saying something that they've been coached to say. Okay? And I feel like that is a boundary that you need to set. What is the advice? Good Lord. Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Something could balance out in Sagittarius season. Or there could be a Sagittarius bringing balance to this. There could just be this energy of balance. Something could finally be coming together. You could finally be connecting the dots. Watch the Cancer reading. Okay. Be patient, Aries. Because I don't know what's going on, but I feel like it's serious. And, you know, I don't know what role you play or what part you play in this situation, but there needs to be patience. There needs to be balance. There needs to be a calm, cool, collected way that you handle the situation. Yeah, the Fool. And the Page of Wands. So, you, I feel, are breaking free from someone's grasp or clutches, I should say. It feels really, there's this really weird, there's this really weird controlling, domineering energy that's been coming out in several of the readings. Cancer was one of them. Capricorn reading was really weird. Taurus's reading was really weird. There's like, I don't know what the heck is going on, okay? But I feel like you're free. This is you taking a leap of faith or taking a risk to bring peace into your life. And I feel like you're getting a confirmation from Spirit that this is the path that they wanted you to follow. This is what they wanted you to do. Whatever action you took, this is what was recommended or what was urged within your soul that you thought you should do based on Spirit's guidance. Justice. Look at that. Libra, Taurus, Sagittarius. If you need legal advice, I feel like that would bring you peace. If you need to talk to someone who is more qualified than me, okay, or more qualified than your friends or your family, I suggest strongly that you do that, because you may have a case in court for something, okay? 8 of Wands and the 8 of Swords. So you could have communicated with a lawyer, and I feel like they either balanced out your fears and anxiety, or that's what Spirit is advising for you to do. So it just feels like you took some type of action recently to regain balance or to have justice be served in the situation. And whatever that was, whoever you spoke to, whatever advice you got, however you decided to communicate, whatever actions you decided to take and move forward with that you knew could potentially cause confusion or cause commotion or stir up drama. You did it because you knew that it was the right thing to do, or you knew that it's what you were being called to do. And now you're free of the fear. It's subsiding. It's going away. It's balancing out. And I feel like you're going to receive a tangible, palatable confirmation of that. You could have spoken to a Libra or a Taurus and said what you felt like you needed to say, even though it was scary. Maybe even a Sagittarius. I feel like somebody was trying to say things or do things to keep you in a state of panic or fear. And there was nothing really that you had to be afraid of, okay? Water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces may be involved. And we have surveillance. Someone could be keeping a very close eye on you. There may be a situation in your life that needs reviewing. Look at this. So a Cancer masculine could be watching you, surveilling you, keeping a very close eye on you, keeping tabs on you, watching your children. I don't know. But this could also be a water sign who is being surveilled. Feeling like a movie. Yeah, this seems far-fetched, but it might be real, okay? You may find yourself in situations that feel like you're in some dream or that you're in a movie. Things may turn out better than you anticipated. And wealth. Wow. That's crazy. You may be coming into a lot of money. You may also be encountering someone who is very wealthy. Okay. So the way something happens feels like a coincidence, but it's not. The way something happens feels like it's uncanny, ironic, but it's not. Hangman. Wow. Pisces. Wow. So this could either be a Pisces or this could be you kind of stuck, trying to figure out what the right decision is to make, trying to get out of a negative situation, or you can see that someone is trying to get out of a negative situation. You may be the person who is confident that someone is lying. You could be the lawyer. You could be the judge. You could be the person who's deciding the fate of these people who are involved. But I feel like you're looking at a situation from a different perspective, or after someone has been observed by an outside party, they're being viewed from a different perspective. Wheel of Fortune, a shift, and the Six of Cups. So I just heard money changing hands, the wealth card. I don't know, but I just heard it. Somebody could be there. The custody of a child could be changing. Like if the mother had custody could be going to the father. If the father had custody, it could be now changing to the mother. Maybe even both parents lost custody and the grandparents are getting the kid. But there's a shift here. A turning of tables. It feels like with the Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of like something that was meant to happen, a destined event. Something that could not be changed or avoided. That is a gift for someone who's been in a really precarious situation, or who may have been profiled in a negative way or in an unfair, false way. And it doesn't, I don't know who's who or what's what, but that's what's going on. Someone who's been looked at a certain way, people are looking at them more closely and they're figuring out that whoever this is not the way, or they're not the person who people initially thought them to be, right? So if someone was being wrongfully accused of something, they're being vindicated, or justice is being served. If someone is, being considered the innocent party, but they're manipulative, they're being seen as guilty now, right? So that's what you guys need to know for November. I don't know how you're involved, But I really feel like Spirit wants you to be very particular, intentional, and mindful of who you connect with, who you collaborate with, and who you're spending time with, because you may be in the company of frauds, criminals, people who you can't trust around your children. And you may not even know it. Okay? It's very weird. Taurus had a very similar message. All right. What is the advice for Aries? Hope. Listen. Star card. I feel like whoever's been speaking the truth with this Queen of Swords is speaking the truth. Aquarius. This Aquarius is talking truth. Maybe a Virgo even is speaking the truth. There's a feminine energy who told the truth because they know. They know. And maybe they have the evidence that you need to know that you were right. Maybe they have the information that you need to confirm that you were correct. But it's been hidden. It's been hidden. And now I feel like it's being revealed. Hope is a beam of light in the darkness, which could be the glare of a sword in the terms of tarot when it comes to truth. Rebirth. Every end is a new beginning. Pisces got this, and I think Virgo, maybe Capricorn, child, I don't know. Wow, 2 cards. Prosperity. Prosperity comes from hard work and a love for life. And then finally, wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience and reflection. So there could definitely be some type of wealth, prosperity, a new beginning. We saw the Fool card, rebirth, a fresh start that someone is getting because they've learned from some type of situation, or they've used the lessons that they've learned for the right reasons. It really feels like someone was stuck and they're being given a gift. And a child could be giving them this gift. The fact that someone could be getting pregnant. This could be someone, healing and finally being able to relax enough to conceive after a bunch of stress that someone caused them. You have smell the roses. So there definitely was a person nurturing. Another card about children. There definitely was someone who was trying to interfere with the upbringing or raising of a child, or someone's innocence, their childhood, or their ability to be an effective parent and enjoy their child's childhood or enjoy their own childhood. And it was a narcissist. And I just said, like, hey, let's be objective, but it's like, damn. Anyway, Aries, I hope that helps you guys. I'm sorry about whatever you're going through. I know I didn't do it, but like, it just feels fucked up. And, I'm just sending you guys love and healing energy from my ancestors and spirit guides to yours to try to support you. Cause this just feels icky. It feels fucked up, okay? Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. I feel like there's good things coming. There's good things coming. So that's where we're going to leave it. Let me know in the comments if it resonated. Okay. Anyway, let me know in the comments if it resonated, you guys. If you felt like you wanted to give a little extra or do a little more because this message really hit you, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. I really appreciate it, and it is really helpful. I just can't explain or express to you how much it is helpful. But if you can't, that's okay. Just engage with the content, you guys. Check out my link for my website if you want any of my services. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. See you next time. Bye.